Welcome to episode 2 of our Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady vlog series. Right then.
Morning. Day 2 on Valiant Lady.
Yes, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm a little bit sleepy.
No, it's not. It's 9 o'clock. I've dragged Polly Morgan out of bed because we're only on here for 3 days. So we've got to make the most of every minute.
Yes.
Night sleep, haven't we? Bed's very, very comfortable. However, when we booked this cruise, we booked the cheapest cabin we could, which was a limited view, sea view, because there was no inside cabins left. And we booked it as a guarantee fare, which basically you'll be put wherever
they see fit.
Yes. And we are right at the front on the left hand on the port side, which is fine, until we came into bed last night and we could hear this boo, 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 boo. And we looked at the map and thought, what's that? Below us is the roundabout, but below that's the Manor, and that's the big nightclub that we didn't go to last night because the dance party was at the Red Room.
Well, we didn't need to, because we could enjoy it in our room.
So we both got to sleep, didn't we? Because we were shattered.
I was very tired and I got to sleep almost instantaneously.
You did. It took me a little while.
But if you're a light sleeper,
yeah,
it could have been a little bit of an issue for you. So obviously do bear that in mind.
Exactly. And if we were on here for more than 3 days, I think I'd be thinking, oh my God, if it's going to become a problem,
we'd ask
to be moved. Yeah. So that's just a little tip. We're on deck 8. I will show you. Let's show you now. Actually, we've just arrived in Bruges, or Zeebrugge, Belgium. And as you can see, we've got a limited view because we've got lifeboats, which isn't a problem because, like I say, we're only on here for 3 days. If you look, this is the back of the ship, and here is the front. So there's the bridge there. So we're right near the front, but obviously down below here is the entertainment venues. Yes. Paul is going back to sleep. One thing that Virgin do have is hammocks, and it's fab, isn't it, Paul? Yeah. Anyway, wait, come on. So we're getting ready to enjoy day 2. We've had such a fun day yesterday, didn't we, Paulie? It's been fabulous so far. App hasn't been working, which is frustrating because we can't really plan a lot.
This morning, 4 o'clock this morning, the call of nature took me. So while I was sat on the toilet, I managed to get my app working, which is the first time it's been working in about 18 hours that we've been on here.
Yeah, so that's a bonus, wasn't it?
So I told Carole how excited I was. She said, well, let me try mine. So Carole got hers working, but it's saying that she's me, and it's saying that I'm me.
Yeah.
But
nobody's me.
And obviously Carole's got the purse strings. So all we know is this Carole Morgan Slater, she could have had a ton of money in her account, or she might have spent it all. We don't know. We need to find her.
But we'll go to the sailor's desk or something today. Yeah. But today, if you've been watching our vlogs for a while, you know that we're not gym goers. No. And
today's going to be no different, despite what Carole thinks, but
we're heading towards the gym. There's a class on. The cruise boys have said to us, do we want to go to a class called VHS?
And I said, no, I don't, thank you.
But we're dressed for it.
Well, yeah, dressed for it is as good as it gets. I mean, what do they say? At least we're making an effort. But
so we'll see. So you'll find out. Will we get to the gym or not?
It's not like an EastEnders boom, 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 boom moment. I'm not going.
We'll see. Right, so we're going to go up to the Galley, which is Virgin's take on sort of a buffet.
It's a buffet.
Buffet's a different sort of, what do you call it?
You don't call it a buffet.
No.
Because that'd be too easy.
Yes, it's the Galley. And here we are, welcome to the Aquarium lift. Up to 15, isn't it? Yes, look at that. Funky, isn't it, Paulie Morgan?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Just one of them funny mirrors because it makes you look like you got a big belly and stuff.
Is it? That's why we need to go to the exercise class.
Deck 15.
Here we are.
Going down.
Right, so we just had breakfast in the Galley, which mine was delicious. I had a vegan omelette with some very brown toast and Paulie had a breakfast burger, wasn't it?
Your toast looked like some tiles off a roof, didn't it? But you said it was really nice.
It was.
Like the French toast burger. I have to say it was a little bit disappointing, but
yeah,
you know, such is life. You know.
So service in breakfast was excellent, wasn't it? It's
really
not
good.
a buffet where you go and help yourself. You get served at the table, and we couldn't fault it, could we?
But I tell you what I did have after, which was lovely. I had a blueberry muffin, which you do go and point at, and they really want to put on the plate for you. And I have to say, it was delicious and full of blueberries. So that's my healthy thing for the day.
Yeah. So we're going to go and show you around the pool deck now and take you outside.
If swimming lengths in a swimming pool is your way of relaxing, then a Virgin ship is definitely not for you. The first pool you come to on the sun deck is the wellness pool. Now why it's called a pool I don't know, because you can't swim in it. It's more reminiscent of a bird bath really. Rather than calling it a pool, they should have really called it a meeting place, because that's all people seem to do is have a sit in there and have a nice little chat. As you continue through onto the main sun deck, you'll come to the rather amusingly titled Aquatic Centre. The name conjures up all sorts of thoughts in your mind. Log flumes, water slides, high diving boards. Well, there's none of that. All there actually is one of the smallest swimming pools you'll ever find on a cruise ship. However, if you're one of the beautiful people that like lying around in a thong and an expensive pair of sunglasses, I'm sure you're going to love it here.
Our room's all been done. Smells lovely, doesn't it? Yes.
After 32 cruises, we've done an exercise class. So it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. As soon as we finish this video, I'm probably going to have to go to bed.
No.
Because my limbs have seized up.
Thanks, Cruise Boys. If you're not following them, do, because they do some fantastic cruise content too. They're obviously on the cruise, and they said to us, we go to this class called VHS tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Do you fancy it? And we're like, what's VHS? We went.
I was sort of quite adamant that
you weren't going to go.
No, I didn't fancy it, and no, I wouldn't be going.
Yes, as you said this morning, I'm not going, Mr.
But once
Paul.
again, in my life, it was proved that I've got no say whatsoever in things that happen in my own life.
So we went to the Manor, and we went to this class, and it was absolutely brilliant. Yeah. 3 instructors on stage, fabulous music from our era, and it rocky and all sorts, and it was just hilarious. Yeah, lots of innuendos, and it was really funny. Most people didn't have coordination, which was really good because we didn't either.
It was an exercise class with a proper Virgin twist on it, wasn't it?
It was.
It was just so funny. If you enjoy exercising, you'd enjoy this because it was just enjoyable. It was like so.
We didn't realise exercise could be so much fun.
No, we didn't.
And that's one thing about Virgin. They employ such big personalities, don't they?
Yeah.
Everyone is just fun and friendly, and it's just refreshing. It's
We didn't actually know that exercise was even a thing, did we, until today?
Well, we used to do it, didn't we, years ago? And then we stopped, and then COVID, and then we got fatter and fatter. Now we're on the healthy way out. Not the healthier way out, no. No, we're trying to travel in a healthier way, aren't we?
Healthier way ahead, not a healthy way out.
No, hopefully lots of healthier ways ahead. Anyway, so that's it. So if you are cruising with Virgin and you want to, even if you're unfit, it doesn't matter because you could just keep moving.
You go at your own pace. But this class, this VHS class, is mega popular, and I think the only reason we got in today is because it's a port day and it's the first full day, so I think a lot of people maybe caned it a bit last night and couldn't face an exercise class, or they've gone
into Bruges
because tomorrow it's already fully
booked. We can't get in, it's already fully booked.
So. Not that I'll be able to move tomorrow.
No. But the other thing we've had no more problems with our app, as you've heard, but we've actually been to see someone today and they've sorted it.
Yes.
Also at Sailor Services, and much to Carole's delight, we found this. On every cruise line we've ever been on, the daily planner is delivered to your room every day. But oh no, Virgin doesn't like to do things like that. You have to just stumble upon it, or not, as the case may be. Planning ahead is essential on a Virgin cruise, and if your app's not working, and there's a very good chance that'll be the case, you can pick up one of these daily planners and make sure you get things booked via Sailor Services.
Anyway, we came back, showered and changed, and for lunch we went to the Wake. We just had Angelina looking after us, who was just fabulous.
She's brilliant, yeah.
The food, I went for, we both went for shrimp to start, which was just, oh my God, amazing.
Poached shrimp, and it had like Bloody Mary sauce, didn't
Yeah.
it? But it also had some horseradish
Yes.
and something else. Was it like a lemon?
Limoncello.
Oh my God, it was just
Yeah,
amazing.
it
It was
was.
so good.
And then I went for the vegan option, the polenta and the spinach, and that was really
egg in a hole.
egg in
it
a
was.
hole,
Yeah, egg
which
in a
was
hole.
really, really nice. But Paulie went for the
Oh my God, I had eggs Benedict, but instead of it being under the egg, you have like a layer. I think it's supposed to be like
Ham,
it's supposed to be Canadian
ham,
bacon
yeah.
or something. They do like different themes on eggs Benedict, and the one I chose, it was crispy belly pork under the egg, and
Called the Wake one,
and
wasn't it?
spinach. Oh my God, it was just absolutely amazing.
yeah. So the lunch, and I had a Bloody Mary, which was just a dirty Bloody Mary.
Wow.
Oh, dirty,
Filthy,
dirty.
wasn't it?
Was it filthy?
Filthy, yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah.
So that's our day so far. We're not going to head off to shore because we've been to Bruges not long ago, and we're here for 3 days, and we want to
we've
go
gotta
and
make
explore
money,
the ship. We're going to on Valiant Lady. You can have as much ice cream as you want, can't you?
Oh, you can't.
Well, you can.
Oh, you won't let me. I wanted about 10 ice creams a day, and you said I wasn't allowed. Virgin will let you have as much as you want, but Carole won't.
There's a ice cream kiosk, would you call it?
It's called Lick Me Till Ice Cream. Loads of different flavours. They've got different flavoured cones, or you can have it in a tub. And I have to say, I had brain butter something. I didn't even know what it was, but it was very nice, and some chocolate, because obviously everything else has some chocolate with it. It was delicious.
We then headed to the dock. No, that's one of our favourite little bars, isn't it, there? Nice comfy seats, right at the back of the ship. And we thought that we might be able to sit outside, because there's a lovely area that I'll show you now that's got some beds and odd seating, but actually once you get down in them, they're all right. It's getting out of them that's a
can't get out of
problem.
them.
But the wind was still gusting, wasn't it? So we sat inside and ordered. Paulie's into a fig sour, wasn't it?
Well, the first night I had a couple of these fig sours, which was recommended to me by our friend Marie, and I thought, yeah, that's really nice. It's like a bourbon-based thing. It was like they'd gone like a bit heavy-handed on the sour, and it was almost like,
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the day, but when it's not quite so sour, yeah, it's very pleasant.
And I also had another gin with the feta cheese.
You did.
And that should not be right, but it actually is, isn't it?
And then, because none of us was hungry, we had some food as well, didn't we?
Well, they do a little tapas. You put your little flag up, and someone comes along, and there's about 5 things, isn't
You have to
there?
explain that a bit more, mate. You have to put your little flag. You've got a little menu box on your table, and on it it's got like it's like an old
Yeah, we
school.
don't have to carry a physical flag.
It's like an old school American post box, and it's got a little flag on the side. And you flip your flag up, and then they know that you want some food.
And they do the most delicious shrimp, absolutely stunning. You had chicken, didn't
A
you?
little chicken kebabby thing on like a skewers, but inside a little bread.
And when we were sat there, we've had so many people come up to us say, "Oh, hi, Paul and Carole, lovely to meet you," and thank you so much to everyone that done that. But with this couple that came up to see us, but just made us raw, because when we first got on, we were sat in the social club where they do all the free hot dogs and popcorn, and we were just sat there just eating away, and also we heard someone shout and then sort of run away, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
sort of
And we were like,
scuttle away.
"Oh, well, I don't know what, that's a bit odd." Anyway, this is a shout out to Mark and Mandy that came up to us, and he was so apologetic. He said, "I was the nutter on the first day that spotted you," went like, "There they are!"
And then ran away.
and ran away.
And the reason he came to talk to us is because they'd been to a cocktail class. He said, "So I feel like I'm relaxed enough now to come and have a chat to you."
But they were lovely,
They
weren't
were lovely, yes.
So thanks for stopping by and having a chat. We had a real good laugh in the
Yeah, and
didn't we?
thanks for not shouting at us again. It was really
Yeah. So after the dock,
what we did, we went back to the roundabout and we went to On the Rocks and the resident house band.
yes, that's
We
right.
started listening to them, and fair play, they were
Excellent.
really, really good. Lots of different covers, but doing it in sort of a sort of an odd style, but a style that we really
We
liked.
liked. They did some David Bowie, wouldn't it? And
Yeah.
it was just brilliant.
So if you get a chance to,
See the Valiant
Check them out.
Lady resident band, then definitely
which
do.
by the time you come on here might be completely different, but the ones we've just seen are really good, so check them out.
Yes. So we couldn't stay and watch all the band because we'd arranged to meet some lovely friends we've got, Sandra and Chris, Brits on a Ship. If you don't follow them, then make sure you do because they're lovely. And they've been staying in an aft suite. So they invited us around for some pre-dinner drinks, which was lovely, wasn't it?
Is it called a rock star?
A rock star suite, yeah. And oh my God, their balcony.
Oh, you could have like a game of football out on the balcony. It's humongous, wasn't it? Their balcony's bigger than our cabin. So it is like spectacular. So if that's something you can afford and you're doing a sunnier cruise, that would certainly be like high on our priority to get something like that.
The bed facing the window, but they had an area where you've got a record player and you've got a bar. Chris was very proud of his drawer, wasn't it, with all these glasses in.
It was very impressive.
Yeah, and it was lovely to sit and chat with them, and we met excess baggage as well. Yeah. So that was really great. And before we knew it, it was time to go to the test kitchen. This is quite a unique experiment, would you say?
It's just bonkers, really.
So the first course that came out was like a mushroom pate.
But it was in the shape of a mushroom.
Yes.
They'd made it into a shape of a mushroom, but there was little tiny mushrooms, and he did say what sort they was, but...
Baby mushroom, I don't know.
Do you think they were called baby mushrooms?
But actually that was very nice.
That was really
very
nice,
present with some crispy bread.
Yes.
Well, crackers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Type things. And then second up was some broth, wasn't it?
It was a broth, and it had ham and scallops.
It's like ham soup.
Ham soup.
That's delicious, yeah.
Isn't it? And then the most bizarre thing came in this dome, wasn't it?
A smoked dome.
Yes.
And you lift it up, I'm sure we'll insert a video somewhere, and you lift it up and the smoke clears and you're thinking, oh, what's it going to be? And what it basically is an egg yolk with a load of cold peas. And it tasted about as nice as that description sounded.
Yeah.
Cold peas with an egg yolk that apparently taken 10 hours to cook. Well, I'm thinking if it takes you 10 hours, mate, you need to pull your finger out, don't you?
Yeah, that was very odd. We weren't...
And it was just a snotty old egg, and it just wasn't
yours
very...
was, mine was.
Just,
anyway, yeah.
It was nasty.
So we had venison and beetroot and chocolate, which you thought, oh my God, do they all go together?
There was a piece of venison, and then they put this, it almost looked like a reindeer antlers just to keep with the venison.
Well, my antlers were really good.
Oh, it was massive, yeah. Carole's like as big as my hand, and mine was like a little tiny bit on the top. And then they poured like a jus over the top of it, which started to melt the chocolate over your venison. I have to say that was delicious as well.
And it was cooked perfectly. We wanted it medium, didn't we?
Beetrooty.
Yeah.
You know when they like smear something around the plate and it looks all arty-farty, that was beetroot. But it was like, and then back to even just the bizarrest thing, and it came out and it looked like a few years ago there were supermarkets arguing over Kevin the Caterpillar cake.
Was he called Kevin?
Or whatever it was, some at the Caterpillar. Anyway, it looked like that, but it was semi-freddo, which I didn't know. So every day's a school day, which means semi-frozen. I didn't know that. And it was semi-frozen, like a blue cheese mousse in the shape of a little caterpillar. And I have to say, it was dreadful.
Yes.
Absolutely awful.
Yeah,
and you had little tiny bits of fruit and a couple of pecans or something. And he said, oh no, what you need to do is you need to put all the elements together and then try it. So we did that, and it was still awful.
Give it all.
Go on then.
Well, that's just all wrong,
But then we finished on a high.
Oh, the high
with
was...
a lovely chocolate pudding.
Oh, it was
and that was spectacular.
It was really
but the service we had with Oliver, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and then the guys
really
there,
fun,
it was real fun. So it is different. It's all included in your fare. So go and try it. Because what we got to lose, you don't like it, you don't like it.
So that was that. So we had a thoroughly good time, and then we were on a bit of a schedule because we had to be somewhere else next.
We did.
Yes, it was a secret.
It was a secret.
But we got 2 golden tickets off.
We did.
Off Abby the hostess.
Well, thanks to Josh from Coast to Coasters, another lovely guy that we've met, and someone you need to follow too.
Abby hooked us up with these golden tickets. We felt like we were like going to Willy Wonka's factory, didn't we?
We did.
We
were a bit scared and a bit apprehensive because they wouldn't tell you anything about it.
And they said, we just want to tell you now before we even set off, there's no filming allowed. So we met at the designated time.
But you can't tell people what.
Well,
because it's a secret.
Well, and then Sammy the Spark, who punished us at the exercise class, took us off, so we're not going to tell him anything.
No, we
then.
can't.
Oh, we can't. It's all a secret then. So I don't know why even bothering with this, really, but it was really good anyway.
Was.
And we can't even insert any photos in.
No, because they took our phones. Well, we had to put our phones in a security bag, and it was locked like you would lock like a security tag on a clothes in a clothes shop. Yeah. So you couldn't open it to take pictures. But anyway, we'd taken to a part of the ship that we'd never been to before, and we had a great. It was only about 45 minutes, but it was fab. But that's what Virgin.
You'll have to take our word for it. We can't tell you what happened.
No, we can't.
Yeah. And I bet you somebody else would do a blog and they'll tell you everything about it and make us look silly.
Well, we were told not to say anything. I'm not going to, we were privileged to do it, weren't we?
I'll tell you later.
No. But we know some other people got pink tickets and they went somewhere else, but we don't know what they did. So that's what I love about Virgin. It's so random. It's just random stuff that you never know what's going to happen. And then we had to do On the Rocks again. We do like on the Rocks, don't we? There was
the Slam Allen Blues Band, the name suggests. They're quite bluesy, but he also did a bit of a sort of Motown section where he did some Drifters and some Benny King and some Otis Redding and stuff like that. But absolutely amazing guitarist. And then he got a guy up.
Well, no, randomly, Taptastic was walking past.
Oh, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I sort of missed the start of that.
Yeah. And he just put his board down and started tap dancing.
When he said he was called Taptastic, I assumed he was a plumber, but I mean, like...
And it was brilliant, wasn't it? The atmosphere in there was great.
It was great.
On the Rocks finished. It was then about, I don't know, was it about 1ish? And we went upstairs to just sit at the Bra House to have a chat with Mark and Marie and Sandra and Chris, just to catch up without music so you can talk in it because it was quite loud.
And some little piggy had to have a pizza, didn't they?
Yes. There's a pizza place.
It was lovely.
It was pepperoni pizza. Yeah. And like you say, you can have as many pizzas as you want. Yeah.
And then you may recall from our last episode that when we come to bed, we could hear the noise from the manor because the disco goes on till 4 o'clock. Anyway, we thought of a foolproof way of that not keeping us awake in our room, so we went to it. Which is why I'm a bit groggy, and we left there at 4:10.
We did. We had a fab night.
Oh my god, we did. We had an absolute scream.
It was brilliant.
So funny.
With the Cruise Boys and Cruise with Amber, and just loads, and Sparks with Marcus. We just had such a laugh. It's been such a fun cruise. So we danced the night away there.
Some of the shapes I busted out last night, I even surprised myself. And you could tell that they were good because everybody that was watching me were laughing. So I thought, well, they're obviously enjoying it, so I must be doing something that's good.
So there we are. So that was our second day on Valiant Lady. So join us for our third day.
As we didn't get out of bed till gone 1 o'clock, our episode 3 will only be about 8 seconds long.
Won't.
God, I went back to bed.
But anyway, we've waffled on enough,
Yes,
Pauline.
indeed.
So thanks so much for watching our shenanigans, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah.